Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Nur Hakim bin Muhammad Nasri from Terabi. Today, we are going to present our topic entitled Analysis of Student CGPA Performance. Before we begin, let me introduce my group members. First, Muhammad Afif Darwish bin Muhammad Nasron. Afif will explain analysis of group data, and comparison. Next, Nurul Farisha Amira binti Abdul Ghaffar. Farisha will present data collection, raw data, and frequency table. Lastly, Nur Hazli bin Mat Hafiz. Hazli will discuss histogram, OGIF, and the conclusion. Now, let's begin our presentation. Next, this is introduction. The issue of graduates with low cumulative grade point average CGPA has become a serious concern, gaining attention in both society and parliament. CGPA is often used as the main benchmark to measure academic achievement, which directly influence scholarship, employment opportunities, and further study. However, relying solely on CGPA does not reflect the true abilities of graduates, as many of them possess valuable soft skill, creativity, and adaptability. This overemphasis on academic results has led to unfair disadvantage where the capable graduates struggle to secure job and face challenge in building confidence and motivation. Therefore, addressing this issue requires a holistic approach in which the government, educational institution, and employer recognize graduate potential beyond their CGPA, ensuring that talent and skill are fully appreciated for the national development. Next, this is problem statement. Academic achievement in Malaysia has become a critical concern as it reflects both the effectiveness of the education system and student readiness for future challenges. The cumulative grade point average CGPA serves as a key indicator of knowledge and skill, yet many students struggle to maintain satisfactory performance. Factors such as poor studies habit, low motivation, limited resources, financial pressure, and the long-term effect of the online learning during the COVID-19 pandemic contribute to this issue. It may affect employability, increased dropout rate, and lower education quality. Therefore, analyzing student performance is vital to identify the root cause and develop effective strategies for improvement.
Data collection. In the study, simulate data were used to represent students' academic performance based on the cumulative grade point average is the CGPA. A total of 100 data points were generated, reflecting students from various academic backgrounds with CGPA value ranging from 0.00 to 4 flats, in line with the Malaysia grading system. For example, we have three examples. Number one is population, number two is sample, number three is variable. For population is student in Johor, sample is KKTM Medang, variable is number one all SAM, number two program therapeutic, number three hour for study. Raw data. In this study, raw data was generated through a simulation of 100 students' CGPA, randomly assigned between 0.00 and 4 flats. The distributions show realistic variance with some students performing weakly below 2.00. Some average is 2.00 to 2.99. Many achieving good result is 3.00 to 3.74, and the few excelling above 3.05. This dataset serves as the basis for statistical analysis, including mean, median, mode, variance, and standard deviation, to understand overall academic performance trends. Frequency table. The frequency tables present the distributions of students' CGPA into specific class intervals. It shows how many students fall within each CGPA range, making it easier to observe patterns in academic performance. From the table, it can be seen that only small number of students are in the lower CGPA range, while the most students are concentrated in the middle to higher range, indicating generally good performance.
So this is example histogram. The histogram illustrates the distribution of student CGPA across the defined interval. The height of each bar represent the frequency of student within that range. From the histogram, it can be observed that only a few students fall into the lower CGPA category, while the majority concentrate in the middle to high range. This indicates that more students demonstrate good academic performance, with a smaller proportion achieve excellent result. So this is example is OGIF. The OGIF graph display the cumulative frequency of student CGPA across the defined interval. It shows the total number of students who achieve a CGPA up to a starting value from the OGIF. It can be seen that the curve is gradually indicating the distribution of students across different performance levels. The graph also allows the median to be identified, which represents the median value of the data set and provide a clearer picture of the overall academic performance.
Okay, so now I will explain about the analysis of ungrouped data. So, the analysis of 100 students CGPA shows overall performance through the mean, median, and mode, while variance and standard deviation indicate whether results are consistent or variant. So, as you can see from the slide, the mean it has the own formula, also for the mode, median, variable, and so on. Okay, same with the analysis of group data. In the group data analysis, 100 CGPA values were arranged into interval with frequency from this the mean, median, mode, variance, and standard deviation. We estimate to reveal overall trends, highlighting how many students perform poorly, average, good, or excellent. As you can see from the slide, both of these data we use in the Excel and also put their own formula. Like the example for this variance, we need to put the bracket and T28 over P28. That's the one example for find a variance for analysis of group data. So for the comparison between group and ungrouped data reveals a consistent distribution of students' academic performance. Only a small number of students fall into the poor category with the CGPA below 2.00, while a moderate portion in the average category will be in 2.00 until 2.99. The majority of students are classified as good performance will go to 3.00 in, into 3.74, indicating that most are able to maintain satisfactory results, while only a few students achieve excellent performance, like 3.75 into 4.00. These findings suggest that overall students' performance is generally good, but listening support is still necessary for those in the lower categories to help them improve.
So, conclusion. In conclusion, this study demonstrate that student academic performance is generally satisfactory, with the majority achieving in the good category 3.00 to 3.74, and a smaller group excelling with CGPA between 3.75 and 4.00. However, a portion of students remain in the average and poor category, which are indicated and need for great attention and support. They highlight the influence of factors such as motivation, study habit, financial background, and the learning environment on academic achievement. Therefore, strengthening support measures such as academic guidance, motivational program, and financial assistance and essential to reduce performance gap and ensure that all students have the opportunity to reach their full potential. That's all for us. Thank you.